What is the difference between a wholesale property and an REO property? All right, guys, we're talking about the differences between REO and wholesale properties, and there's some distinct ones, and I think you need to know all about that. So first off, let's talk about REO. REO stands for real estate owned. Real estate owned, which is a term that a bank uses when they take back a property. You see, when they have the loan, that's an asset on their books. When they take back the REO, it becomes a liability that they want to get sold to turn that back into cash. And so they refer to that to real estate owned. Now, wholesale property is anything but an REO. Wholesale property is where someone has put a property under contract. Let me show you how it works here. So a wholesale deal, basically what happens is someone goes and gets a property under contract. Whoa, that's a bad property there, guys. Let's give a roof on there and make it look nice and put a front door. So a wholesaler went and got this. We'll call this the wholesaler. They went and got this property under contract. Let's just use easy numbers for, say, $100,000. They have a contract where the seller has signed. They have signed as the buyer, and they are buying that property for $100,000. Rather than them closing on this transaction, what they want to do is take this piece of paper and they want to sell this piece of paper to someone else. So they go and find a new buyer and they say, hey, new buyer, I will sell you this contract for $110,000. Now, this can happen in a variety of different ways, but they're basically saying, I'll give you $110,000. And the new buyer says, sure, I will do that. Then what happens is the new buyer either pays the wholesaler $10,000, and then the new buyer goes ahead and closes with the seller. So that's one of the ways. That's called an assignment. There's another way that this can happen, and that's called a simultaneous close. What's happening in the simultaneous close is everyone goes to the title company. You've got the seller, you've got the wholesaler, and you've got the end buyer. Okay, so these are three different people. And what happens is the end buyer brings $110,000. The wholesaler gets $10,000 and $100,000 goes to the seller, and there's a wholesaler that's happening in there. So that's one of the ways. You've got the assignment, you've got the simultaneous, and then we're going to talk what's called a double close. And a double close means that the wholesaler brings the entire $100,000 to the table, gets a new loan, and pays the seller. The end buyer brings $110,000 to the table and gives it to the wholesaler, which then pays off their loan. Most times they're getting a loan for this, and that's called a double closing versus simultaneous versus assignment. But the question that was asked, and I appreciate this question, and if you've got a question you'd like to have me answer, all you've got to do is type it in the comments below, and I'll put a video together like this for you and for all my other amazing subscribers. But the question that was asked here is, what's the difference between wholesale properties and REO properties? One is owned by the bank. The other is a contract that's under contract by a wholesaler, where what they're trying to do is sell their contract to someone else that'll pay more than what they currently have it under contract for. Now, I feel like I just said contract a whole bunch of times. I don't know why. Maybe it was necessary. Maybe that's just what's on my mind right now. But I hope you get the gist of it. It's where somebody has the house under contract that they want to sell that contract for someone else for a profit through a variety of either doing an assignment, a double close, or doing a simultaneous close. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button and also consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, if you're a subscriber, you can join us with our live cast that we put every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And I give away an amazing shirt like this Flipping Legend shirts I'm wearing today every single week, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, live cast on YouTube. If you'd like to get a copy of my assignment of contract template, the thing we use here to do these assignments, I will send you a free copy of that. All you've got to do is text me your email address to 435-294-0433. Also, I've got a great video on how to wholesale real estate with no money down. I'm going to link that up here. And I've got a blog post. Should you wholesale or fix and flip? I'll put that in the comments so you can check that one out. Otherwise, make it a very profitable day, and bye for now.